Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another fragrance review. Today I've got 3 blind buys that I want to get into, and I also got all of these testers, this miniature, and these 3 packages, all of which contain fragrances or testers, and I will be making some individual reels or TikToks about these, so definitely stay tuned for these videos. My Instagram and TikTok handle are linked down in the description, so follow me to not miss out on all of these videos. But now let's put that to the side and let's start off with our first blind buy fragrance, which is the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Pride Edition. This is just such a cool and beautiful illustration here on this box, and I think this is my favorite Pride edition of all time. Oh yes. And here of course we have the same print on the bottle, which with this looks even cooler. Of course, at first the atomizer test. Nothing too crazy, but also nothing to complain here. This smells really nice. This just smells like Le Male, but with a twist. They added a citrusy note, which gives this fragrance a huge other DNA. So to everyone that hasn't bought this because they thought it was just gonna be another Le Male, you are wrong. It is a Le Male, but as I said, with a twist, with an added citrus note, which makes this perfect for the spring and summertime. What I didn't know is that I actually have a dupe of Le Male, and I bought another one, which is in one of these 3 packages right here. So I am gonna be doing a comparison to the original with both of the clones, so definitely stay tuned for that video. So now let's continue with the second blind buy, which is this huge heavy box right here. This is the Lattafa Sehr. This is actually not a clone of anything, which makes this even more exciting for me. Oh, man, just look at that flacon. We have this huge cap, which is almost heavier than the entire bottle itself. It's in the shape of a dragon holding this glass ball in its mouth. Oh, this just looks incredible. I have never seen anything like this before, and I bet you haven't either. So, atomizer test, of course. Also very nice. It could be better, but as well, nothing to complain here. This smells super unique in the air. When you first put it on skin, it is very, nose tickling and very harsh. But on the dry down, it has a really nice gourmandy, spicy, woody note, which reminds me of Christmas. Like going on to a Christmas market and smell all these pastries there. Kind of smells like incense, if that makes sense to you. See what I did there? But yeah, a very unique scent profile. I do recommend you to check it out. It's a very unique smell, and you don't get this with any other fragrance. And there's also no other fragrance on the market that has such a cool cap and such a cool bottle design. This is incredible. And now for our last blind buy, we got the Jean Paul Gaultier Male Elixir Absolu. And I know I've talked about this in one of my recent videos, but I wanted to include this on this list as this is technically also a blind buy. I couldn't test this before I bought this. This is also a very unique scent. What I kinda don't like about this is that it has this very strong and sweet plum note. It's not a pleasant sweetness, but more of a weird sweetness, you dig? I don't know, this has just a weird opening, but on the dry down, we get a lot more of that tonka bean and that lavender, which is typical to the Lima line. So that'll be all for that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if there is one of these 3 fragrances that you would want to check out. So definitely stay tuned for the long-term review of these 3 fragrances and on the comparison between the Le Male Pride Edition and its dupes. And of course, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which will be linked down in the description, to not miss out on the videos about all of these testers that I showed you in the beginning. So now I'm wishing all you guys a good rest of the day, rest of the week, whatever. And until the next video, stay productive, stay healthy, stay peaceful, and peace out. Have a good one.